The images, well, they're incredible. Look at these. A burning boat and kids trapped on board until a mother rushed to their rescue. It's a story we told you about earlier this summer, and today a special honor for that hometown hero. Tiffany Liu reports.
It's an image she can't forget.
I noticed black smoke coming out and fumes coming out.
Robin Brake was jet skiing at Lake Ray Hubbard when she saw this boat catch fire.
Very high, very high. And it was scary. It was scary just watching it and thinking, I actually went that close to the boat.
She headed toward the billowing smoke and flames.
I didn't even think. I just immediately went up, jumped on top of the jet ski and grabbed the baby and tucked her underneath my arm. And then the little girl was screaming, help me, help me. And so I dragged her down. I grabbed her by the arm and threw her behind me. And I told the other little girl, I said, I'll be right back.
With Robin's help, all 10 people on board survived. This was in June. And today, she's being honored as a hometown hero at Whataburger in Garland.
We have something for you this morning.
Robin got a special gift basket and a year of unlimited food.
This is Whataburger for a year.
Oh, wow.
Plus $1,000 is being donated to a charity of her choice.
Rockwall Children's Advocacy Center.
Robin's priorities are clear.
It's just something that I wanted to donate to and give hope for kids.
A mother of 4, saving children from a burning boat. Now hoping to help so many more.
If I had the opportunity again, I'd do it again and again and again.
In Garland, I'm Tiffany Liu.
As most mothers would.